In this podcast episode, Joe Rogan welcomes Mike Baker, a former CIA officer and current security expert, to discuss a wide range of topics, from military operations to the complexities of international relations. Their conversation dives deep into the nuances of geopolitics, the implications of technology, and the intricacies of human behavior in the face of societal changes. Baker shares his recent experiences in the Middle East, where he participated in a unique expedition to raise funds for the UK Special Forces Benevolent Fund. This journey involved retracing the steps of Lawrence of Arabia through the deserts of Saudi Arabia and Jordan. Baker describes the challenges faced during this trek, including the harsh conditions and the physical demands of riding camels. He emphasizes the camaraderie among the team members and the importance of their mission to support veterans. The conversation shifts to the broader implications of military operations in the region. Baker discusses the complexities of modern warfare, particularly in urban environments where civilian casualties are often unavoidable. He reflects on the moral dilemmas faced by military personnel and the challenges of balancing operational objectives with humanitarian concerns. This leads to a discussion about the historical context of military engagements and the lessons learned from past conflicts. Baker elaborates on the role of special forces in contemporary military operations, highlighting their unique capabilities and the critical missions they undertake. He explains how special forces are often deployed in situations that require a high level of skill, adaptability, and discretion. Baker emphasizes the importance of these units in counter-terrorism efforts and their ability to operate in complex environments. The conversation also touches on the public perception of special forces and the challenges they face in maintaining operational security. Baker notes that while these units are often celebrated for their heroism, the realities of their missions are far more complicated. He discusses the need for transparency and accountability in military operations, particularly when it comes to the treatment of civilians in conflict zones. As the discussion progresses, Baker and Rogan delve into the geopolitical dynamics of the Middle East, particularly the relationships between various nations and non-state actors. Baker explains how historical grievances and power struggles continue to shape the region's political landscape. He emphasizes the importance of understanding these dynamics in order to navigate the complexities of international relations. Baker also addresses the role of external powers in the region, including the United States and Russia. He discusses how foreign interventions can have unintended consequences, often exacerbating existing tensions. The conversation highlights the need for a nuanced approach to diplomacy and the importance of engaging with local stakeholders to achieve lasting solutions. The conversation shifts to the impact of technology on modern warfare and intelligence operations. Baker discusses the advancements in surveillance and data collection, emphasizing how these tools have transformed the way military and intelligence agencies operate. He highlights the ethical implications of using technology for surveillance and the potential for abuse. Baker also addresses the challenges posed by emerging technologies, such as artificial intelligence and cyber warfare. He explains how these advancements can be both beneficial and detrimental, depending on how they are utilized. The discussion underscores the need for robust regulations and ethical guidelines to govern the use of technology in military and intelligence contexts. Throughout the podcast, Baker reflects on the nature of human behavior, particularly in high-stress situations. He shares insights from his experiences in the field, discussing how individuals respond to fear, uncertainty, and danger. Baker emphasizes the importance of understanding psychological factors in military operations and the impact of trauma on soldiers. The conversation also touches on the broader implications of human behavior in society. Baker discusses how societal changes, such as the rise of social media and the increasing polarization of public discourse, can influence individual actions and perceptions. He highlights the need for empathy and understanding in addressing societal challenges. As the discussion progresses, Baker and Rogan explore the future of warfare and the evolving nature of conflict. Baker emphasizes that traditional notions of warfare are being challenged by new technologies and tactics. He discusses the rise of hybrid warfare, where conventional and unconventional methods are combined to achieve strategic objectives. Baker also addresses the implications of these changes for national security and defense policy. He argues that governments must adapt to the changing landscape of warfare and invest in new capabilities to address emerging threats. The conversation highlights the importance of foresight and innovation in shaping the future of military operations. Baker emphasizes the need for transparency in government and military operations, particularly in the context of public trust. He discusses how a lack of transparency can lead to skepticism and distrust among citizens. Baker argues that governments must be accountable for their actions and provide clear explanations for their decisions. The conversation also touches on the role of the media in shaping public perceptions of military operations. Baker highlights the importance of accurate reporting and the need for journalists to provide context and nuance in their coverage. He emphasizes that informed citizens are essential for a healthy democracy. Baker reflects on the ethical considerations involved in intelligence work, particularly in relation to national security. He discusses the moral dilemmas faced by intelligence officers and the challenges of balancing security interests with individual rights. Baker emphasizes the importance of ethical decision-making in the intelligence community. The conversation also addresses the potential for abuse of power within intelligence agencies. Baker argues that robust oversight and accountability mechanisms are essential to prevent misconduct and protect civil liberties. He highlights the need for ongoing dialogue about the ethical implications of intelligence operations. As the discussion continues, Baker and Rogan explore the role of the media in shaping public perceptions of military and intelligence operations. Baker emphasizes the importance of responsible journalism and the need for accurate reporting. He discusses how sensationalized coverage can distort public understanding of complex issues. Baker also addresses the challenges faced by journalists in covering military operations. He highlights the risks involved in reporting from conflict zones and the importance of protecting journalists' rights. The conversation underscores the need for a free and independent press in a democratic society. Baker shares his thoughts on the future of U.S. foreign policy, particularly in relation to emerging global challenges. He discusses the need for a comprehensive approach that considers both national security and humanitarian concerns. Baker emphasizes the importance of diplomacy and collaboration with international partners. The conversation also touches on the potential for shifts in U.S. foreign policy under the current administration. Baker argues that a pragmatic approach is essential for addressing complex global issues. He highlights the need for flexibility and adaptability in foreign policy decision-making. Throughout the podcast, Baker reflects on the legacy of historical events and their impact on contemporary society. He discusses how past conflicts and decisions continue to shape current geopolitical dynamics. Baker emphasizes the importance of learning from history to inform future actions. The conversation also addresses the role of historical narratives in shaping public perceptions. Baker argues that understanding the complexities of history is essential for fostering informed discussions about current events. He highlights the need for critical thinking and open dialogue in addressing historical legacies.